What's up, guys? This is Will of Deku had a thunder quirk. So basically, we're gonna start from that day. Deku, got his quirk. When the day the day Deku went to the doctor for his quirk. Actually, Deku was actually born quirkless. As he'll be bullied by Bakugo, and basically, after being bullied by Bakugo, we skipped to middle school and stuff. Because his whole childhood would be the same until Bakugo threw Deku's journal diary thing into the pond and blew it up and stuff. After that, Deku would walk home angry, infuriated, and he wouldn't go to the way the sludge villain, actually. He wouldn't go the way the sludge villain, But actually, so Deku would be angry and furious as he would basically just be ready to just forget on his dreams until he would just clench his fist, and then sparks would go around his hand, and then a thundercloud would appear above him as he would just look and enjoy and say, "Is this my quirk?" As he would go to his mom and then try to do what he did, and then little sparks would go around his hand again as they would go to the doctor the next day. And then he would tell him that his quirk had finally awakened. His power was thunder, as he was able to control, create, and manipulate thunder. Lightning and thunder and stuff. So basically, if it was a power line, he can basically pull the electricity from it and then basically hit his opponent with it. So basically, after learning all the things about his quirk, Dick would be excited and decided to become a hero, and he would register for UA. And by the month he had before the month for the UA entrance exam, he would learn more about his quirk, upgrade his physical strength and his speed. And since he was able to use thunder, he would basically be able to move at light speed, basically. So he would learn more about his quirk, and he would have about, so next is the UA entrance exam. So basically, when Deku gets there, he's just chilling and just sitting right there, waiting for them to say something. This is when Bakugo sees him and say, "Hey, Deku, why are you here, you quirkless bastard?" As Deku would just look at him. Deku would just look at Bakugo, and since Deku's way more confident from then in the anime, he would just say, "You'll see why I'm here." As he would just have a little grin. And then after that, this is when the exam starts. As Deku would just rush in at blinding speed. As Bakugo would just look at him and say, "How's he that fast?" As Deku would just rush in and jump, and then use one of his moves, Thunderbolt. As he would hit two of the machines. And then he would use another move called lightning balls, as he would make 9 lightning balls, and then they use them to pierce and destroy the androids. After that, Bakugo would just look at him and say, "He has a quirk now? Ain't no way. How?" As Deku would just destroy robot after robot, just when a 0-pointer will come in. As Deku would just look at it and say, as he would just walk away, knowing there's no point of fighting it, since he's not gonna even give him points until he sees Uraraka about to get crushed. As lightning would just come from his eyes and say, "Move it." As he would grab Uraraka and then jump up and then use one of his moves, Thunder Dragon. As a big dragon would come from the clouds, destroying the 0-pointer. AKA, it's kind of like Kirin from Naruto. So after that, everybody would just be in shock as he would go back to the ground, as he would just smile. As he would just let out a smile, as everybody would just look at him and say, "How?" As after that, he would get the letter, as UA would let him in, and he would literally have a full scholarship. Deku and his mother would celebrate with a feast. As after celebrating with the feast, Deku would be so happy, as his dreams are so close to coming true. As until the first day of school, Deku would train on his physical strength and his close combat. as he would discover a skill he could do by focusing lightning into his arms and legs to upgrade his kicks and punches. As he would practice on dummies that his mom made for him. As after that, it was the first day of school. As you know, UA and stuff. As deku would just make friends with lots of them, and as this is when Bakugo confronts Deku. As he say, "Hey you," as Deku would just look at him and already know what he want. As he would say, "What, Kachan?" As Bakugo would just point at him and say, "How did you get your quirk? How did you become so strong already?" As Deku would just say, "Like I said, I guess I'm just a late bloomer. Besides, it hasn't even been that long, and I bet I'm stronger than you." As Bakugo would get angry, as Bakugo was about to punch him until Ida came and say stop. And then, they would start arguing, and then Deku would just sent Eraserhead. I forgot his real name. Dang it. Eraserhead and say, "Stop, guys," before he gets mad. As they wouldn't know what he was talking about. As he'd say, "Our teacher, right there." As Eraserhead would just get up and say, "How did you notice me?" As he would just say, as Deku would just say, "I don't know." And then this one did this thing, blah, blah, blah. We'll get to the balls throw, and then Deku would just ask if he could put his power out of the circle. As Eraserhead would just say yes. As Deku would make this rod stretching from his hand from made of lightning, with the ball inside of it, as he would just spin it around until he would just swing it, as the ball would come out of the lightning going at light speed, going 10,000 meters. After that, everybody would be impressed as Deku kind of aced the speed, but had a good strength exam and stuff. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. After all that, yeah, blah, blah, blah. That would all go in the same as Deku would train every day still, and they would leave after the thing, and it would be the battle trial arc now. So after all that, this is when, All Might would come in and say, "I am here." As Deku would just look at him and say, "No way, it's All Might." As he would just smile and say in his mind, "One day I'll surpass you, All Might." As this is when, they would go to do the battle trial, and they would say their costumes, and Deku would have a blue robe with a black undershirt. And he would have a black, what's it called? A black, he would have a black robe and black pants with a black shirt. And he would have symbols of black lightning, my blue lightning on his pants, 2 symbols on each side. As Deku just look at Bakugo and just stack a smile, kind of a smirk. As then this is when All Might would see this, and he would just kind of be intrigued, as he would just say to the teams, as the first round would be Deku and Momo, and I'm just trying to think randomly. And then versus Bakugo and Kaminari, yeah. As Deku would just, as soon as it starts, Deku would play the hero, and Bakugo would play the villain. As this is when Momo would say, "Hey, can't you move out light speed because your thunder ability? Can't you just go in there and just tap it?" As Deku would just say, "No, I want to make this more interesting." As he knew Bakugo would come and try to fight him. As this is when they would walk through, as he would just tell Momo, "Get ready." As Bakugo came from the side, ready to punch Deku. As Deku saw this, as he would move and kick Bakugo dead in the stomach. As Bakugo would spit out blood, as Bakugo turned like a front flip mid-air and then kind of blow an explosion at Deku, kind of just scraping him. As Deku would just say, "Fine, since you want to play that game," as he would just smile and then just say, "Lightning fist," as you punch Bakugo dead square in the face, knocking him dead to the end of the hall. As Deku would just say, "Make that as a warning, make this as simple, that you will never ever be stronger than me or you will ever bully me again." As she would just go touch the bomb and Bakugo would just be humiliated. Bakugo would be humiliated and he would start training more. As Deku, after doing this, he would kind of be happy that he finally beat Bakugo. After all that, Deku would train. After doing that, Deku would have an idea of a new move. After all the rounds and a few days, it was time for the USJ arc. Sorry if I'm going so fast. I really stopped watching My Hero Academia a long time ago, and I got past this. It's just kind of hard to do it when I haven't watched it in a long time. So, yeah. So, it was time for the MHA arc. The USJ arc. And when it starts, Deku would just, when it was spoiled for a little while, this one, I forgot his name. The Black Portal guy, yeah. The purple and black portal guy. I'm just going to call him that. I forgot his name. As soon as he was about to appear, Deku would turn around and look dead at him as he would sense him. As Deku had, after getting his powers, he would have a really good sense of touch. Like, so say he's touched, like, the ground and you're close to him, invisible. He would be able to sense you, so, like, that stuff. So after seeing him coming, as he would warn Eraserhead, as Eraserhead would get ready for villains. As he would warn everybody to say, "Guys, watch out," as villains will appear. And as soon as the portal guy would come and try to hurt them, Eraserhead would tell Deku to strike. As Deku uses new move called Heat Thunder. As it would actually kind of go straight through him. Deku just think, "Oh, come on, that's no fair." As this is when everybody would go to their stations. Deku would go to the station with the Frog Girl and Mo and the purple ball guy. Oh my god, I can't keep forgetting their names. I got to research their names on the next part. So yeah, they would go and stuff, and just the same thing will happen with all the people as they put all the villains in the water, and Deku would just tell them to trust him. As after they put everybody in the water, he said he'll have them have divine punishment, as he would just make a big thunderbolt, as he would say, "Bye." As he would throw the thunderbolt and the whole water would be electrocuted. As everybody in there would be electrocuted. As after that, they would fish him out, and then Deku would use one of his also new moves, Spiderweb, as he would trap him in a web of electricity. As after that, Deku would just see, Eraserhead struggling. As Deku would just say, Ito already left to go get what's it called? All Might. As Deku would just clench up his fist, as he said, "We can't just wait for All Might." As he would just look at Eraserhead and said, "If we don't, he'll die." As he would rush at him, as they would just tell him to stop, but Deku would already been at light speed. As he would just tell the Nomu to get away. As he'll touch him on his head and then just say, "Lightning Spear." As a spear of lightning would appear from the sky and then go straight through the Nomu's head. But this would barely affect the normal with his super regeneration, as Deku would get knocked back. But Deku would kind of block it by coding electricity in the part that he got punched. As Deku would just try to hold off the normal with a razor head. As when Shigaraki came in, they would kind of try to hold him off as well. As he would just tell Razor to try to erase his quirk, as he was going to try to use his new move. But he was just telling him that he would have to charge it up and stuff. After that, just when All Might would appear, as Deku, after seeing All Might, would just relax for a while and just he would tell Razor to stop fighting, as he would fight with All Might. As he would tell All Might all the abilities that the Nomu had. As he would try to support All Might. As when All Might went in with the Nomu, Deku would just try to support it with his lightning ball, trying to hit the Nomu from the back. Pause. Sorry, just had to add that in there. So after all that, as soon as All Might was about to deal with the final blow, Deku would come in as well to make sure it was dead. As Deku would charge up a big lightning fist, and then All Might and him would land the final blow. As really Deku would be like, let's say, to measure his strength, he would kind of be as strong as he is let's see. Like when he first, he'd be as strong as he was when he faces Kai. Yeah, Kai. He almost be close to Kai Chizuki's strength. Kind of close. Not stronger, but kind of close. A little close to it. After defeating the Nomu, this one on the backup heroes was coming, yada yada yada. The same thing that happened in canon. They would come and stuff. After that, Deku would kind of be happy, after using so much energy, he would just fall over and fall over and collapse. Okay, guys, this is the end of the video. Peace. Okay, guys, this is the end. Peace. Please enjoy, bro. I need you guys to enjoy this. Tell me if you enjoy this. So, peace. Have a great time.